Morning, welcome to Fun with Monu-Cad. We had a question today about how to fill a book or a Bible so that certain areas remain polished while the rest is frosted. So I'm going to show you quickly how we use the autofill. AF, type letter A, letter F, select just outside the book or the Bible, and your book will fill with frost and with black V lines. That would be the quick and dirty way to make the book if you're not too interested in being accurate on what's polished and what's not. If you want to take this a step further, we're going to erase the two dots down here in the corner. I'm going to erase, take these two dots out. And we can do F2, which is just like the old window fill. And we select our window. F2 allows us to choose our color group, which is what we want. And by doing that, we're going to select the component sandblast lines here, and those are a solid black color, and we can apply that. Now we're going to do object erase, and we're going to erase an outside line. So we're going to get rid of this line on the side of the book here. Now when we do F2, we're going to select the entire book again, and as you can see, it's going to take everything. We're going to choose our component surface, and it would make everything polished or everything frosted. That's basically how autofill works. We don't want to do that. We're going to cancel that. You can see our line is still missing here. We'll put it back. So to go back, we used a F2, which essentially window fills this and allows us to choose our sandblast line. Now I'm going to show you the advanced method for keeping areas that you want to see transparent through your drawing, which will allow us to polish certain areas. So I'm going to object erase the outside line of our book, and I want this panel right here to be polished. So I'm going to erase a line in that area that I want to be polished. I also want this section here to be polished, so I'm going to erase one of those lines. I'm going to erase one in here, I'm going to erase one in here, and I'm going to erase one in here. It doesn't matter which line, as long as we make sure that that box is no longer a solid object. So this area, which would have been frosted, now the computer's not going to recognize that, so it's not going to fill it. So when we turn our fill back on, we can see our lines. I'm going to press F2. I'm going to select that entire book again, and watch what happens. It left the areas where I erased a line unfilled. Now I'm going to choose component surface. That make everything else sealed. I'm going to apply that and OK. Now I'm going to turn my fills off, and I'm going to unerase the lines we erased previously. This one, one here, and one here. I'm going to unerase 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and our outside line. Now our book's back again. Everything's correct. We can turn our fills on, and we can component create this whatever we want. For right now, I've got a box over here. I'm going to seed fill, and we're going to make that a polished area, and we're going to see how that book works. Now we have our polished areas which we can see through. We didn't seed fill each of these on top of an autofill or anything. They're transparent essentially, so they see through to the polished surface. And when we change our granite colors, because I didn't create this as a component, I've got to re-show those back up. Now you can see that when we change the granite color, we still see through it. So F2 command, very specific erases to erase sections that we want to be able to see through. And then create our component, and we can drop it into any polished area. And that's it.